Hello everyone, hope everyone's good. It's been a bit of a mental week this week, and I've just met my mum and my nan, gone for a hot drink with Casper as well, and everything feels a bit less heavy. Everything just feels a bit lighter and a bit more liberated when you just have a chat and stuff and you break things down to their sort of raw components. Everything just seems a bit less noisy, chaotic. Like, I haven't pulled my phone out once apart from doing this video, which is recorded on my phone. Yeah, it's nice to be able to just enjoy the world and the environment that you're in without having to email people back immediately, and if people want me, they can call me. I don't have to reach out to them first. Really trying to stay calm at the moment. But a lot of factors in my work and in my personal life and in just, the world's very loud. And it's very easy to start feeling overwhelmed and to reacting loud back. And sometimes the best thing to do is to listen and to just absorb the loudness and just let it flow. Let it wash over you. I keep hearing that over and over and over, but I find it really hard. I find it really difficult, especially when I have this impending feeling of people relying on me. I feel this constant, incessant need to provide and to add value to everything, even if I don't really understand what that means or how it's done. But yeah, it's important to realise as well, like, this isn't a slight on my job or anything, but if I was to pass away tomorrow, within 48 hours, my job would be up again as a vacancy, So it's sometimes just about perspective and priorities and getting stuff that needs to be done, and then everything else can kind of take a bit of a backseat. We all want to get stuff done as soon as physically possible. I hate seeing the word ASAP. It really bothers me at the moment. But it's just important to quantify and to read between the lines, and just because it's urgent for someone, it doesn't mean it's actually urgent. Everyone's got their own version of busy, and everyone's got their own version of urgent, so. But yeah, just felt the need to sort of journal that, and I'm not very good at putting pen on paper. So I tend to sort of gravitate towards this format rather than having like a meditative period in my life or a day. Some people meditate, 2 hours a day. Bloody hell, that's a lot of time. That's that times 5, that's 10 hours a week. Just sat there. And I know it's meant to be insanely good for you, and it's meant to be like transformative to your approach and everything, but I'll have to give it a proper go. But the opposite to meditation, of course, is driving, because I've just seen someone pull out in front of someone else, and stuff goes from 0 to 100 quite quickly when you're driving, I've found. Podcast related stuff. I've taken on a new editor in place of Marty, who is going through quite a lot of personal things at the moment. Don't seem to be able to say the word personal today for some reason. So Marty's taken a back seat for probably 5 or 6 months, maybe sooner. We'll see. He's still got my number. He still knows when to reach out to me. So we're going to get a new editor called Dan. I've actually known Dan for a while, but I've never really actually spoken to him. He's always been like an acquaintance or a friend of a friend. So we're going to give him a go. With videos like this, I want to try and get an intro so that it's like an ABP Rambles, like picture of me zooming across the screen, and people know what they're about to walk into. Because we've got 4 formats at the moment in the ABP universe. We've got reacts, we've got reviews, we've got rambles, and we've got actual podcast interviews. And yeah, it's important to have stuff backed up. But with these videos, like I've mentioned before, you can kind of just upload them. And it would be nice to set a bit of a template up for these videos. looking at it from the other side of the table, I quite like it when people like Cal Freezy and Ryan Trahan, when they upload, I kind of know what I'm about to be experienced, you know, what I'm about to, I can't talk today, what I'm about to see. Like if it's testing TikTok hacks, then, you know, it kind of prepares me for what the hell I'm about to watch, which is usually complete chaos and complete bullshit. Last thing, thanks for bearing with me. Thanks for sticking with this. I know podcasts aren't going out as quickly as I'd like, but that's fine. The most important thing that I need to focus on right now, and the most important thing I need to care about, other than work and family and all that stuff, but from this perspective, is the quality of the conversation. Everything else is just completely surplus to requirements at this stage. I just need to be able to ask good questions and get a good conversation out of people. Everything else is completely, like, bonus. People want to buy stuff from the sponsors. If people want to buy stuff and they want to support me and they want to donate to money, some money, to money, words, that's fine, but they don't have to, and that's also fine. Like, I'm not promising my sponsors that I'm going to deliver 300 orders a month. We're not at that stage, you know. Last things last, I watched Jacksepticeye's Am I Gonna Retire from YouTube video last night with my girlfriend, and good lord, YouTube, when you're at 30 million subscribers, sounds like a fucking hellscape. It sounds like everyone is trying to constantly get one up on you, get their channel promoted to... I've also realised as well, at the higher subs you have and the higher your profile is on YouTube, the more emails you get, the more times you have to say no to people, which in itself isn't actually a bad thing. Saying no to people is actually really good, providing the context, of course. And Jack's kind of come off Instagram. Sean is his real name. I've been watching Sean, for 16 years, I think. When he started doing Super Truck, I think it was called. And then he started doing Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. So whenever that was on his channel. Might not be 16 years. I don't think he's that much older than me. But yeah, like, he's become quite reclusive because he's scared of parasocial relationships that form on his channel. He doesn't seem to want to go to any conventions anymore, like PAX. And I don't know, it just feels like he's trying to create this one-sided content factory, you know, and I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but he's one of my absolute dream guests to get on the podcast, so I don't even know how to, like, get hold of him. The only thing I can really think of is emailing his coffee company and hoping that he responds, because he's not on Twitter anymore and he very rarely goes on Instagram, and it feels like he doesn't want to be bothered, you know. But yeah, go watch that video. I'll probably put it in the description. It's one of the best creators on YouTube, in my opinion. So, yeah, right. I'm going to leave you to it. Have a good one. See you in a bit.